Yo, episode 217, the labor of no love. We made it podcast.
Yo, 200.
Where's the rest?
17.
Where's the rest of the number, homie?
I forgot. Hold on.
Luana, what is the daggone, how do you say 217 in Portuguese? How do you say it in Mozambique Portuguese?
217.
Caesar can't even read that mess. Anyway, we made a podcast episode 217. We are streaming live on Twitch. If you're watching or listening later, make sure you go follow We Made It C's on Twitch so you can watch the live show. You know, I mean, usually we'll say some stuff before that can't make it to the show because it's ridiculous. I didn't really say nothing too crazy this time because Caesar's cousin's in the live chat and because Caesar is a NASCAR Target shirt thief. Yeah. Make sure you go subscribe on YouTube or watch on Twitch afterwards because you can see Caesar wearing this Joel Santana bandana. I don't know what's going on with him, but, you know, things are funny out here. Episode 2, Were you going to say that? Episode 217, we made a podcast, you know what I'm saying? We're back in the building. Got a little bit to talk about today. We're going to talk about Real Madrid and Barcelona a bit. We are definitely going to talk about the Mbappe to Real Madrid rumors ramping up. And we will talk a little bit about this Marseille versus Nice. Well, Nice versus Marseille debacle fight, stand clearing stampede that happened. And I do got something about it, sir. Oh, yes. Because people are racist and they don't even know it. But I got something. But yeah, make sure you go on Twitch. Caesar put some crazy thing on there right now. I just seen some banner come up on Caesar's Twitch. Caesar got that super duper live Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sasa Cassidy. She hooked Caesar up with some good software on Twitch there. I don't know if I don't know what's the deal, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know which side.
You do a lot of shout outs. Say, let's do the show, dog. I don't know what the hell your prerogative is. If it's to set the world on fire, you're doing a great job. Let's go.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Caesar's world on fire. But, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joel Santana bandana, you know what I mean?
Start the damn show. God damn.
Caesar starched that bandana on his head right now. Caesar, did you starch it, then tie it, and then you just place it, or did you have to put it on and tie it? Because it looked like you placed it like a crown. It looks starched like that. The bandana
looked like starch my bandanas. What I do is I iron them. So I iron the edges and then I crown it on my head.
So you did starch the bandana.
I did not starch the bandana. I ironed the bandana, then I placed it on my head.
So you didn't tie it while it was on. You did place it.
I placed it. It was already tied from yesterday.
So you got a crown dana on right now.
I got a crown dana, not a bandana.
Okay, that's what we doing out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised. Okay, you know what? Let me leave you alone.
Can you start the fucking show, man? Jesus Christ!
I didn't know. Okay, you know what? Let me leave you. I'll save that joke for
later.
What
Hero?
What up, Hero? Also check out Hero and Caesar on the latest episode of Vita. We Made It C's on YouTube. It's cracking. Make sure you subscribe. Don't be watching no damn Vita video without subscribing. And tell your daddy to subscribe, your mama, your ex-girlfriend, your current girlfriend, your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend, your ex-husband, your current husband, your ex-wife, your current wife, and your current side piece, and the current people that you're stalking online too.
And your sister wife.
Yeah, and the people that you're stalking online, you know what I mean, them thirst traps, make sure you get them to subscribe too, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get those too.
Yeah, people you like on Twitter, yeah, continue.
Anyway, Caesar, we watched some matches this weekend. I think that we both watched Real Madrid versus Levante, and we both watched Barca versus Athletic Bilbao. Let's start off with Barcelona versus Athletic Bilbao. This is what I want to say. I don't have a whole game recap. I feel like it's a little too early in the season for recaps, kind of, right?
Yeah, we got like 48 games left, dog. We're good.
Yeah, like it ain't really that.
A lot of writing to go. Your notebook, you have to go buy new notebooks. I know, it's okay.
No, this notebook is huge. But I just want to say this about the Barcelona match. It was a really good match. And I think that we saw great displays from a great display from Iñaki Williams. But also, I feel like Memphis Depay is so good that like this, they're kind of hating on him at Barcelona right now because they're probably like, damn, dude, this dude is really good. I'm not trying to compare him to Messi or be like, oh, he's as good as Messi. I'm not trying to say that.
Yeah.
But he probably there weren't as many people watching him play for Lyon, but now that he's on Barca and he's like doing all this amazing stuff, including that incredible goal that he scored to salvage that point. I think that they're probably like, damn, dude, like, okay, let's hold off on giving him his props. And I say that because Sid Lowe, that the Spain media dude who's from England or something, this fool had a whole tweet mentioning on the play for the goal, he said like 5 Barcelona players' names except for Depay's name. And I was like, oh, that's some hatery kind of shit right there. It's kind of hatery.
No, absolutely. And I think a lot of people actually watch the games. Like if you actually watch the games, you would argue that, Depay has been phenomenal. I think that Depay has done a good job of including himself in that roster and how they play. But I think there is haterism because every single every single game we watch, there's always a little bit of like, there's like a little bit of, hey, like, what about Messi? Oh, I'm not gonna say his name. They always play the commentators been playing this game about saying Messi's name whenever they commentate on a Barca match, and I really hate it. Like that era has passed. It's a brand new season. Like we're starting something new now, and I think that there should be some props given on Depay. Maybe it's because like he doesn't have a crazy goal record for the first 2 games, but he's done a great job. Like I don't see the big issue here.
Caesar, he's been literally so far this season, he's the best player in La Liga. He looks insane. Like he looks crazy, dude. He's like single-handedly, like it looks too easy for him. And it looks like he's too good for Barcelona. Like I'm like, damn, dog, like he's like playing too well for the rest of this team almost. They definitely need to get another like winger, I would say, to like kind of complement how like another winger with like good anticipation. Well, I'm saying another winger. They don't even have a winger, but they need somebody up there with some good anticipation that can like kind of anticipate his runs and get down the field because he's doing so much. And I'm like, damn, dude, like they're not going to want to give him his props because, he's flashy and he's a rapper and he's black and he's like, he came from France. They don't want to give him his props. They're still
dressed like an adult.
They still be talking about him at Man U. I'm like, dog, like that was so long ago.
A long time ago.
You know what's funny?
Bam, when he was at Man U, he played with Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
And you know what's funny? Since that, like when I heard somebody like, oh, his failed stint at Man U, I'm like, you know what's funny? Since that time, Lyon has gone farther in the Champions League than Manchester United has. Lyon went to the semifinals against Man City.
They did.
They beat Juve.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
Piemonte Calcio, whatever they're called.
Like literally, the Man U went to Man U went to Europa last year. They couldn't even make it out their group.
Yeah.
So like, come on, dude. Like, give the man his props and stop hating on him. He's a baller. He's incredible. He was doing the same thing at Lyon. They were playing him out of position at Man U. They were asking him to be a center forward. He's definitely not that.
No.
But I'm excited to keep I'm excited to keep watching Barcelona matches, honestly.
Yeah, I think that me too. This is the most excited I've been able to watch Barcelona games. Also, we said it in the group chat and also a little bit on Twitter. That's some of the best jerseys we've ever had in their life. Those purple jerseys are those holographic logos and the purples.
Was it beautiful. Purple or gray?
It's a light purple, like a very,
really?
very light purple. Yeah, maybe the hue or whatever is different for you, but it's a very light purple. And that holographic purple red logo, just amazing. So, Yeah, it's just kind of a fun year to see how Barcelona is gonna do. It's interesting to see like how he's included in the team. I think he's done a great job of really kind of meshing with the team. I think that they have a lot, I think they still need they still need an additional piece. I think they're just missing a little bit something. It was evident in the Bilbao match. They're just missing one more thing because you can't count on Griezmann. And Ousmane Dembele is not there. And I don't think Ansu Fati is going to go crazy because everybody's talking about Ansu Fati, but honestly, he plays in the same place that Depay plays.
Not exactly, because Depay kind of drops back.
He kind of drops back, but he's on that side of the field. So a lot of times I've seen Depay make a lot of stuff happen on that side, left side of the field. He's really good on that left side. And I know he kind of goes everywhere, but he's really good on that side. And that's where Fati is all the time. So I'm interested to see what they do. I think they need like some kind of striker or another winger on the other side to really complement what's happening on one side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, like I think him and Ansu Fati can play together, but Ansu Fati's not really that serious. I mean, right now they got Martin Braithwaite. Martin Braithwaite has been playing very well.
We're the same age, by the way.
And I like Martin Braithwaite playing on the wing. Honestly, I feel like if they'll be better off playing with Braithwaite, Depay, and Ansu Fati, but like I'm not a huge Ansu Fati. Like he's cool, but like whatever. And also I haven't seen him play in a long time.
I mean, and he's coming off like a ACL tear, so
something like that.
So he's gonna be a whole different person.
Yeah. So, but if they and I think Dembele is not coming back till like November or something like that. So, like they can get somebody in that's like a decent winger.
He got injured during Euros, right?
Ansu Fati?
Dembele. That was Euros or qualifiers. No. I remember. Yeah, I remember he was wearing a French jersey when he got hurt.
I thought he got injured at the end of last season.
No, I think he got hurt during the summer. I remember he got walk off the field.
Okay, I don't remember. Honestly, I don't really care about him that much.
Okay,
I don't. But yeah, I mean, we'll see with Barcelona, and also in Athletic Bilbao. I think if anybody watched that match, like. It's so evident that Iñaki Williams is the best Spanish forward. Like it's so evident. Like there's nobody that plays like there's no Spanish forward that plays like him. Like not even
the first. It was the last season he got hurt. All right, big Barcelona fan hero. My bad, dog. This is like the first year where I actually sat there and I was like, wow, like he is literally the best 9 in Spain is Iñaki, hands down. He's better than Morata. Like he's the best striker. Like he's just, I really think he deserved that. They probably would have done better last year with him. They wouldn't have done better 2 years ago with him.
They could have won Euros if they had a dynamic player up front.
Yeah, and I think that you really see like how dangerous he's like really lethal. Like he it seems like he has an endless gas tank. Like he doesn't ever seem to get freaking tired. So guys like that at the end of the game, they're the most dangerous. Iñaki doesn't strike me as like first touch dismantle you kind of guy. He's a kind of like first touch in the beginning of the game. It's just like over the course of the game, he's just breaking you down with constant runs and attacking plays, and he's super dynamic. So I just really wish he got more love. Imagine if he was on a team with better players, how good he'd be. Like Bilbao, love forever. One of my favorite clubs in Spain. They got Munain, who's a really good cam too. But at the same time, if he was like on a team like a Barcelona or like a Real Madrid, the kind of damage he would do, unreal.
I mean, I did hear you kind of diss him, but it's okay. I was actually, when they were playing, I was like, damn, dude, if they could get Iñaki Williams at Barcelona, that would be crazy. That would be, but like,
I'd be really upset.
But like they can't even afford to pay the damn like light bill or something. Like they had to like, hey, Gerard, can you take a pay cut? Hey, Jordy, can you take a pay cut? I slapped the shit out of somebody. I'm like, what the hell? I'm putting my damn.
I can only, if someone ever walked up and said, can you take a pay cut? I'm gonna be like, do you remember when slavery was abolished in Brazil? What do I look like right now taking a pay cut? I don't work for free. I ain't a volunteer.
I hope Gerard Piqué said that.
Yeah.
I hope Gerard Piqué is like, excuse me, Laporte, You know when
You want
slavery
me
was
to make how much more less than Shakira every year? What do I look like, dog?
he'd be like, you know when slavery was abolished in Brazil? Laporte's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know what this has to do with this, but he's
Do
like,
you
exactly.
know? Never mind. I was about to say
I mean,
something crazy.
it's funny. I guess those are two players you can pick because although I think Jordi Alba has a lot to offer any team, Gerard Piqué is pretty washed. Like no team really cares about him like that.
He's
And
so
like,
regular.
yeah, and like Jordi Alba could offer a team a lot, but I don't feel like he ever wants to leave Barcelona. So he probably is like, look, I'm staying here regardless. Okay, I guess I gotta take the pay cut. But yeah, that was a good game. But let's talk also about the crazy match between Real Madrid and Levante. Levante showing some true grit, although their last goal was capped. Um, you know, I mean, either way, scoring 3 goals against Real Madrid, that was pretty incredible. But I think the standout player of the match by far, and for Real Madrid this season so far, albeit a short season, is Vinicius Jr. I can't believe that I'm waking up this morning and seeing stuff about Benzema, Mbappe, and Hazard starting for Real Madrid, or even just like why is anybody even
Bale.
why are they even mentioning Hazard? Like why? Did like Caesar? In my opinion, like that second goal Vinicius Jr. scored, I don't think I'm going to see a better goal than that all season. I don't think so.
You'd definitely be hard pressed because I think that that goal, like that's one of those goals where you're like, oh man, like that's like silky. Like that was a silky goal. That was like Ronaldinho kind of swag. Like where you're just like, damn dog. Like there's things you can train and be technical and work your whole life, and then just some shit you just like you can just come off the dome. Like that was incredible.
And it hit the post and came off. Like when you bank shot it in soccer, when you get a bank shot, like that's fly.
It really doesn't get cleaner than that. And for those of you, please look up Vinicius' last goal. It's so dirty that like people around didn't really know what was going on, but the goalie knew. The goalie was like, the goalie was the first person to be like, because he was so down bad after that. He threw that red immediately. Like that goal was so impactful. It had this man throwing red cards after that. Like
literally the goalie was like, why did you think to do that? Like you're not supposed to think about that shot, asshole. like I like them long shots from half the field, like that's cool, whatever. Or some free kick, like that's cute. But like what Vinicius Jr. did right then, goal of the year for me, honestly. And
I think right now it definitely is. It didn't really get that goal of the year love, but it deserves it.
And it's really crazy because like I don't know what he has to do to get more respect. Like at this point, Eden Hazard, like it's crazy because we used to make fun. Well, I mean, yeah, we used to kind of mention how Vinicius Jr. doesn't really have that powerful of a shot. Excuse me, of a shot. And did you see that? Remember when Eden Hazard tried to hit that long shot and just rolled to the goalie? I'm like,
it like rolled to the goalie's foot. I'm like, damn dog, what happened to your hips, chief?
I'm like, damn dog.
I was like, damn, deadass Bam could do that too. That's not like why are you starting for Real Madrid right now?
I'm like, dog, like you do nothing. Like he's when he gets with Hazard, like he gets the ball kind of in the open field and he like
posts up.
He looks he looks like he can get something going, but like he's scared kind of like I feel like it's just all them years in EPL. The way that he like his skill level in the open field is similar to Modric. But Modric has so much more confidence, and I feel like Modric is just like sees the game faster than Hazard does right now. And like
how many times has Hazard gotten a pass off a through ball run? Zero in the last 2 games.
No, the last 2 years.
Yeah, in the last two games that we watched, he keeps coming back to receive the ball from a midfielder. He's sideways parallel with them, or he comes back to receive it. That tells me that your hips and your knees don't have the same burst, right? Because if it was that easy for him, he would make those runs because he just recover quickly, come back and go at it again. That's what happens when your body feels good, you're healthy. And a consistent thing about him too. All these injuries he's had the last 2 years for Real Madrid, right, were leg injuries, leg, hip. That's how Bale started declining. That's how we've seen in all sports. In football, when a football running back starts getting leg injuries, you're like, the end is near, dog. The end is near.
What about
Because
calf
the
cramps?
body starts declining, huh?
What about calf cramps? What does that mean?
Yeah, well, what about turf toe, right? Anyways, Eden Hazard is a 91 baby too. I mean, time is ticking, dog. You've been playing in this league a long time. He came in out of shape one of those seasons. It's just like his game needs to be adapted. I don't think for Real Madrid he can play a true winger. Mbappe can make runs all day. Like he can make that run, and the run isn't just beneficial for him. It's beneficial for the offense because it spreads the offense out, right?
We're gonna talk about Mbappe later.
So I know that. Relax. So we need.
Relax.
Okay, man. Go ahead, dog.
Yeah, no, because we're talking about Vinicius Jr. Don't try to bring
about him right now.
Don't try to bring some African into it, okay? We're talking about Brazilian.
Who's the African? Hazard?
Hazard's black. Mbappe's African. We're talking about a Brazilian. We're talking about Brazilian Vinicius Jr. Give him his props. Don't bring in that African.
Okay, I want to talk about Vinny. So I just think that, I really think it would be best to make a decision towards moving on from him because Hazard just ain't that dude. And honestly, let's stop playing this game. Vinny needs to be started, not Hazard. Even Rodrigo needs to be started over Bale. It's Vinny's job. Vinny got the job early on when Ronaldo left. Came back, they got Hazard. We had a whole argument on the show how it was unfair to Vinny that he went through that grind some year where it was rough, dog. It was a rough year. He battled through, improved probably more than anybody on that team. Came back, lost the position, got it back again, started grinding when Hazard's been hurt. He's been there every time. He's back and he's having the best start in his career. And we're over here still got this show posting pictures talking about Bale and Hazard is done, dog. Those old men are done. How many matches is Ancelotti going to give them? I want to know that.
I'm going to just keep it a stack. Eden Hazard is washed. He's never going to be good again. Like he's not going to have there may be a flash, but it won't be like any kind of like real long dribble or anything. He has no confidence playing in Spain, like at all. He could go back to England and do it, but obviously not on Chelsea. Like everybody on Chelsea is better than him. Pulisic is better than him at this point.
Yeah.
But he's washed and he can't do it in Spain. Maybe he could go to like Anderlecht or something. You know where he should go? He should go to Lille and just be trashed there too.
No, he should. He needs to find a way to convert his game to like some kind of midfield role or something. He needs that.
Well, you know what's funny is because I feel like that's what he's even doing with Real Madrid. Although that's not what
listed as a winger.
Yeah, but that's not what he's supposed to be doing. But that's what he's doing. But like
he doesn't have the foot to be like an attacking mid.
He doesn't have the confidence. Like, and he's not. I'm not even trying to say he's not fast enough as a player to play in that midfield. He doesn't see the game fast enough to play in that midfield. You see Modric, everything comes easy to him. Eden Hazard, when he's back there near where Modric be playing, he still can't do it because he doesn't see the game fast enough.
What's his name? Who's the fullback we have now? Alaba be playing winger more than him.
Alba's look good.
Yeah, Alaba. I thought I want to commend Alaba. I don't really know. I haven't kept up to it, but Furlan, I didn't look it up, but I think he's still injured.
Mendy, yeah, he's injured.
Yeah, he's still injured. But Alaba is playing really well. He has great like defense awareness and he has good service. He has great service. Like it's always a very consistent ball in the middle. I think Real Madrid needed that. They needed to have that. As the decline of Marcelo started to happen, they need a guy who can do the same kind of service as Marcelo did, who on those infamous years, he was incredible at throwing crosses. Alaba's still really good at that. And he's still he's kind of big too, which is nice. He's not like a small guy.
I think Alaba came in really good shape. And
he did. He came ready.
That was the thing I was kind of concerned about. Him playing center back mostly with Bayern Munich and it kind of being like a little bit easy there for him. And like whenever I'd watch him, I felt like he was kind of out of shape.
Yeah, but when he was playing for Austria, he was playing more fullback for them too. I remember that. I remember playing a little bit more fullback for them too, which probably helped them.
Yeah,
And he
but
came in fresh. Like he came in, like he's been playing all summer too. They
but
did pretty decent in the tournament.
yeah, but he came in really good shape, so I
Yeah.
feel like he was
Yes.
prepared. Um,
Mhm.
but Eden Hazard is washed, and Vinicius Jr. is out there looking incredible, like really connecting well with everybody, playing well. And I want to commend Militao too. I feel like every single 1v1 against Militao, I feel like he got the better of it. I can remember like 3 times specifically, but I don't like maybe I missed one or two, who knows? But like at least 3 times somebody squared up Militao and he won that battle. And in soccer, I feel like any center back or defender, once 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 a player squares you up twice and you get the ball off them, they won't do it anymore. Like they're like, okay, like this guy's too good. They're just gonna pass it back. Hazard plays like every single person he plays against did that to him.
Yeah.
He passed it back right away. Lame. He's making black people look bad.
Okay. But I really do think that that confidence is a massive part of why he's not able to run fast, why he's playing slower, why like he's not able to show speed. And we were jokingly talking about arguably he's the slowest player. I mean, joking. Arguably the slowest player for Real Madrid is him. And a lot of that is contributed to your confidence. A lot of times your speed and your athleticism is compromised by the confidence you don't have in yourself and your body.
I really think it goes back to day one at Real Madrid. I honestly feel like and we've said this many times, I honestly feel like he came into practice thinking he was that dude, thinking like, yeah, I'm out of shape, but like whatever, like I'm a star, like I'm a superstar, like I can hang.
I'll catch up.
And he came into that practice and he saw Vinicius Jr., Isco, Nacho. Oh, Kubo was there.
What was ridiculous that summer
Benz, Modric, Cruz, Sergio Ramos. He's probably like,
he was like, damn, this team is
he probably saw them like what they were doing on the ball and seeing guys that are like Isco don't even play for real.
Yeah.
Like
Nacho being the best practice player ever.
He probably never even heard of Nacho.
Nacho's probably shutting it down. He's like, this guy's the backup and he's dismantling me over here.
Exactly. Nacho probably was like not even afraid of him. And he's probably like, damn, dude, like I thought somebody would be intimidated. He probably saw that and was like, damn, like I thought that I was like really good and I'm not as good as I thought I was. And they're professionals too, and there's people fighting for his spot too. I don't think there's anybody there that's going to be like, hey man, like, come on, you're really good too. They're probably like, dude, like win your spot, just like everybody else, Yeah. I don't think Courtois is really that personality to be like, hey dude, you're like, Courtois like, yeah, dog, like you can't even speak Spanish. So
no, for real.
So I think it's over for him at Real Madrid. Like he just never going to get it. And I don't know. Like he seems like he's washed to me. Like that move ruined his career.
Yeah, I think so too. I never really got a sense from him that like, oh, well, he came in ready to go. When he came in, I talked about it on here. He did look kind of chubby.
He admitted
looked kind of slow. And he talked about himself. He talked about how when he got injured, it was hard for him to stay away from the sweets. I was like, bro, like, what are you doing, dude? Like, are you a professional? Like, you know what? It's funny because that Chelsea team must have been a real good time for you. Because around here, Real Madrid ain't just about winning their league. They're here, but they try to win all the trophies. Their goal is treble every year in this team.
Well, what's funny? Who was that? One of them players that played for Chelsea had mentioned how like in training they were saying like in training he didn't do much, but in the games he would show up. And I'm like, there's some teams or some leagues you can get away with that. But you're not going to get away with that at Real Madrid. Like, this is a team that's coming off having Ronaldo. It's the hardest working player in the world, dude. Like, you're not going to come in there and be like, oh, yeah.
He established a culture there.
Exactly. So, like, especially if you're like the $100-something million man and you're coming in acting like that, they're probably like, damn, dude, like, I could have got a raise instead of them getting you, loser.
Bam, I know Isco saw Hazard playing, it was like, what is he doing that's so damn special? I can't. I'm over here trying to sniff time Lopetegui, but this dude is a star over there. That's the star. That's when the Liverpool rumors came. He told Angel, yo, send me over there because that's not right.
Also, Isco, I forgot to mention him last match.
He's so good.
He's looking incredible. Like
It looks like he's in good shape too. It was really good.
Always. And even like him having that midfield role, like just doing way more than Hazard was, like all over the pitch. It's just crazy to me how bad Hazard is. He's super washed. And if it wasn't for having to talk about this Mbappe stuff, I would have probably named the episode Eden Hazard is washed. But I feel like I might have done that before. Anyway, let's talk about these rumors heating up. Real Madrid officially sent a bid over to sign Mbappe for around 180 mil. I'm going to try my best not to use any slave terminology. I hope Caesar with the starch bandana does too. Kumi, you better not say no slave terminology.
Hey, you.
The news is like whatever, I guess. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like, yeah, you know, people talked about Mbappe to Real Madrid for a long time. I guess the only thing that makes it kind of a little bit crazy is because it's kind of late in the window. The thing that's been the most kind of frustrating is one, reading your cousin Leonardo, what he had to say about it.
I'm not related to that fool.
And also seeing PSG fans react to the news. Because these people are insane. And I got some screenshots here.
Well, let's start by going on Leonardo.
Yes.
I don't know. He woke up today on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know who got him set off, but it's really funny that like the thing that set him off is Real Madrid's bid to PSG. He went to bed and started admitting that Real Madrid has been pursuing Mbappe for 2 years, consistently talking to his family. So now we're big time snitch mode. I think we'd all love to hear how you or
lie mode.
I mean, we'd all love to hear the inside workings on how you got Messi too. How about if we're gonna start exposing? Why don't you talk about that, because that's a funny move in itself. People like Memphis Depay, who came on and said, it's a shame that I came here. I never got to handshake or say hello to Messi in my time here. Like, that sounds like, no, I'm saying like, this might have been in the works for a minute. Ooh, this random picture pops up with Messi hanging out with all PSG players in France. Like, that's funny. I wonder what happened that day? You don't think Leonardo gave a phone call? Hey, yo, Neymar, put me on speaker, big dog. You don't think that happened one time? So let's not play like PSG is the Puritan, the very pure organization where everything's done perfectly well. So apparently he seemed very offended by the bid. He's like, it's less than what we originally paid for. Uncomfortable with that term. Another don't say that, please. It's maybe that's that's less than the transfer value that we were given last time. Maybe use a different return saying what you paid for him. He's not a slave, he's an individual. Don't say that kind of stuff. That's what we made it is talking about. We're not having those kind of terms around here. So yeah, he woke up on the wrong side of the bed, didn't like those quotes, saying that Real Madrid's been pursuing him for 2 years. And it's like, okay, like, why did you even respond to anything? Like, this has been a thing we've talked about on the show for years about Mbappe to Real Madrid. We know it's his childhood dream. You're making this extra. Honestly, you're kind of pissing Mbappe off probably now. Now Mbappe is not only over it. Now, to me, if I'm Mbappe, you know what I'm thinking? No, for sure. I gave you that promise. I promised you we'd handle this right. First of all, it's not August 31st. So you snapping online. It's not even 31st yet. And you act like I made a decision. Whatever. But now that promise is out the window because you exposing my promise to the public. So maybe I should leave free just because you was talking reckless, because I didn't see Mbappe coming out these quotes in the media.
You know, it's really unfortunate because
immature.
It's really unfortunate because as much as Mbappe is given to that club, you know, Mbappe came with Neymar, and like, not that this has anything to do with Leonardo or the team, but in a sense, he was promised to be playing with one of the best players in the world. And like, I mean, and obviously I'm not blaming the team or Leonardo or even Neymar for this, but Neymar's been absent for the most part. And Mbappe's had to shoulder a lot of that load on by himself. And I feel like he's shown a lot of dedication to the club and performed at his best, and really was disrespectful. If Leonardo wants to talk about disrespect, the real disrespect is bringing in Lionel Messi, because it wouldn't mean anything. Like, it wouldn't be that bad for Mbappe to come out and retort and say, well, I feel disrespected that like I've given so much to this club. Mbappe is the most valuable player in the world, like no question. 22 years old, scoring titles in France, World Cup winner, Euros finalist, semi-finalist. Was he there in 2016? I don't think so. But all these accomplishments, and they're like, nah, you're going third on the totem pole again. You're going to be third option again. For me, I'm like, that's the most disrespectful thing. Of course, he's not going to come out and say that, but also they're trying to paint a narrative, like Nasser Khalifi said, trying to paint a narrative, and the media and the PSG fans trying to paint a narrative that Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe is some kind of wonder team. Mbappe's not stupid. Just like how here we made it, we're not stupid. But it seems like a lot of other people are stupid or trying to paint a narrative. Neymar and Messi play the same position, dude. It's just not a situation that's really going to work. Mbappe's looking at it like, damn, how is this going to work when they do the exact same thing? Where am I going to be? If you're also including a center forward on the pitch, at the very least, he's like, look, I don't want to play center forward. Remember Ronaldo when I think it was his last season at Real Madrid? They were, for years already, he's adapting his game to play up the middle. He's playing more of a 9, he's center forward. Ronaldo came in the media and said, I am not a center forward. I play on the left. That's what I do. I'm not a center forward. Absolutely. They're trying to say just because they seen him in the middle in some match, oh, he's a center forward now. Like, no, he's a left winger. Mbappe is a left winger. That's his position. If PSG is like, no, we're going to force you to play up the middle, center forward, and you're never going to take no penalties, and you're never going to be able to take a free kick. Like, what's the point? He has to leave. We know that a Messi, Neymar, Mbappe team doesn't really work, dude. Like, it doesn't. And it's so messed up that PSG chose Messi over Mbappe.
They absolutely did. I mean, if anybody who should feel slighted, if anyone should feel like a promise was broken, is Mbappe. Like, he came over there to sell the dream. Oh, like, y'all can never say I didn't play in France. Yeah, I was at Monaco. I didn't go to Real. I went to Paris. I went to the top team in France and represented the nation I play for. And they went to a Champions League final. And your answer was, oh, we don't, it's not that, oh, we need to get Icardi. Is that was the answer? No, you needed to get a piece to add to this puzzle. Messi's not a piece. He's a whole other puzzle to add on. You can't do that. The biggest struggles we talked about PSG having with Neymar and Mbappe was who's going to get the ball at what times and what moments. There was plays Mbappe comes down is doing a lot, and Neymar's begging for the ball there. Same thing, vice versa. They both have this issue consistently. So your answer is get another guy that does the same shit? Like, how? No, they didn't get a slashing winger who makes just constant deadly runs on the other side and just is a threat. You got a guy who, if anything, has the ball more than anybody on that field at all. The only other player in the world who holds the ball more than Neymar is Messi.
I mean, it would have been
work.
It would have been better for a PSG to get Vinicius Jr.
It would have been like, well, he's young, he's gonna learn. It's a process.
Just put him on the right and let him do his thing. But Mbappe has more seniority at PSG than Vinicius Jr. It's not like you're getting a player that like trumps Mbappe. You can't like Mbappe already has to play with Neymar. Neymar has seniority. Like, why are you going to get another player that like takes all the shine from him? And also, this is the case no matter what. Although I don't think that with Mbappe there or with or without him, I don't think that PSG is going to win Champions League. But let's say that PSG wins Champions League with Mbappe there. That's Messi's trophy. All they're going to talk about is Messi.
Messi. They're going to say Messi came over there and gifted PSG the trophy.
Exactly. Just
That's
like
not painting your own picture. That's not making your own path.
Just like the season with, I mean, no. Okay, actually, it was the season after with Neymar when no, even yeah, the Champions League final when the Barcelona won the treble. That was a Neymar show. That was a Neymar show. They don't talk about that. It's Messi. He's like Trump. He just sucks all the energy, dude. So like, if I'm Mbappe, like you're 22 years old and you have ambition, you can't achieve it at PSG with Messi there because it's hard enough to achieve it with Neymar there. Just like with Neymar there last season, let's not forget, this is PSG. They lost the title to Lille last season. They lost the title to Lille, okay? They haven't gone out in a Champions League. Like they lost the 2020 Champions League final was an asterisk final. Like nobody's really counting that. But like these past seasons, it's not like the Champions League winner is knocking them out of Champions League.
Yeah.
Like PSG is not necessarily knocking on the door. This is a team that did not win the league last season. When you have Mbappe and Neymar and Verratti and Icardi and Keane and all these other people, like if anything, it might be a damn rebuild. But like, why would Mbappe be around for a rebuild that involves a 34-year-old who's probably, let's be honest, gonna be there for one season?
I really think that it's I don't actually, be honest, I don't always have beef with Leonardo. I don't have like necessarily a big problem with him or anything. I think that there's maybe a lot of external pressure going on here with what's going on with the Mbappe situation. He sounds like a man who's fed up. He sounds like stressed out and he sounds over it. But a lot of this stuff is your own doing. Sometimes you get upset because you realize that you're the cause of all the issue. You cause a lot of this avoidable issues. If you were into Mbappe LLC, you would have made decisions for the club that would have been for that. You would have maybe let Neymar go to Real Madrid, or maybe bring another piece to complement them in the middle to spread the offense. Or you would have definitely not gotten Messi into the club. Mbappe is not stupid. If anything, he's probably smarter about on the field stuff than any of us here. He plays at a top level club. Relax, Bam. He plays at a top level club. So I think that what he needs to do is he needs to make a decision that's best for his future. And is his best future, and we've talked about this. Remember when they had the Tuchel stuff where they were kind of putting Mbappe in the striker and everybody was going crazy? Me and you said it. That's great in bursts. It's cute, but you're only limiting his talent. You're only holding him back. You're holding him back from what he can truly achieve. And that's what this is the worst example of that, because now Messi gets all the credit when it would have been already a cool story from Mbappe and Neymar to win a trophy in Paris. That would have been dope. Now it's going to be Messi won a trophy for Paris, and they're going to be just like sidekicks. And Mbappe was like, well, maybe Neymar, you want to go back to that Robin life, but dead ass, I'm trying to be Batman. Dead ass, I'm trying to be Batman. Maybe you want to go back to that. Like,
exactly.
And that makes sense. Maybe Neymar does. Maybe Neymar does. Maybe
like Neymar's done. A cuck. Yeah, he's a cuck.
He's a little cucky. So maybe he wants to switch back. I'm so mad I said that word. But yeah, so Mbappe, he knows. I mean, 2 years ago we said this. When Ronaldo left Real Madrid, the opening was there. Like, this is their club now. Like, Mbappe should be the guy to get. Neymar should be the guy to get over there to Real Madrid. They need that person to fill that gap. The guy Eden Hazard. So now it's like, all right, well, Mbappe's like, dog, why I got to do this where I can go over there pair with someone I already play with on my national team. There's already French players over there too, and I get to play my boyhood club. And the only competition is Vinicius on the left side. If that is, they could probably put him over there. That's a perfect situation for me.
Yeah.
He would be the most ball holding player. The only other person that does that on the team is Vinny, is who really help, and Benzema. They're the only other people who really kind of make attacking position hold ball moves. So that's all Mbappe to get it cracking.
And going back to what you said about Tuchel playing Mbappe up the middle, let's not forget Tuchel's playing Mbappe up the middle, and they lost to Man U. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't
a successful experiment, was it?
And that episode we named it what was it? Something about your position, know your position, or something like that, because he's playing players out of position, and it doesn't work. But yeah, I think that, okay, going back to Leonardo, I'm glad you mentioned him because I forgot to say this. I think the thing that, because you mentioned like you don't really have that beef with him, and I kind of do, because I think it really sucks that he is tainting Mbappe's legacy. Like what he's doing is saying like, Mbappe promised us he wouldn't leave for free, and he wants to be at let me actually, because I got these screenshots here. We did everything we could for Mbappe. He said he wasn't going to leave for free. He said he wanted to grow Ligue 1, like all this different stuff. And then you got PSG talking about like, let's see if Mbappe keeps his promise. Like, bro, so you're painting.
This is a business.
You're painting a narrative that Mbappe is some kind of snake, like he's doing something, when in reality something was done to him. Like if you don't understand that a 22-year-old player who is literally like, no question, in the top 5 players in the world. And literally, if you ask Juve tomorrow, who do you want? Ronaldo or Mbappe? Give us Mbappe right now, please. Like, although I love Ronaldo, he's 36. Like, you're going to take Mbappe.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any injuries, nothing. Like, something was done to Mbappe. It wasn't that he's doing something. He has to leave. If he doesn't leave, like that's bad on him. Don't sit around and sign an extension in December. Look how fast these people turned on you. Look how fast. And Real Madrid, like they're acting like Mbappe sent the bid to Real Madrid. Real Madrid sent the bid for Mbappe. Mbappe, like you said, Mbappe hasn't said anything, but they're turning on him right away. His sporting director turned on him. Nasser Khelaifi kind of, in a subtle way, when Messi came, turned on him too. Oh, there's no excuse for him to leave now. Like, no, dude, like and let me say this too. Once again, we know it's a business. PSG is looking to make money. That's why they got Messi. I don't think for any second they're like, yeah, we're going to win more because we got Messi necessarily. Like maybe yes, maybe no. But for sure, you're going to make a lot of money. Mbappe can probably respect that. But at the same time, like if I'm Mbappe, okay, I respect that you got Messi to make money. Please respect my decision to go play somewhere where I'm going to be prioritized. Like, please respect that. Not one of these PSG talk people or PSG fans is talking about Mbappe becoming the third option.
And let me go ahead and read a little bit of some of these points that he made that also in the same quote basically just counter his own self as Leonardo.
Okay. I'm going to turn you up and I'm going to mute myself, but I can hear you.
Okay. Fabrizio basically saying Kylian Mbappe wants to join Real Madrid and we will not hold him back. We said no to Madrid's first offer, but if our conditions are met, we'll see. We made 2 important offers from Mbappe. I don't know what an important offer is. I guess there's some offers that aren't important. One of these, so Brazilian, one for the top players in the squad 2 months ago, and one above these players very recently. We want to prove to him that he's an important player at the center of a project, but not above the project. Interesting. I would love to know the title of the project. Is the project Messi? What's the project? Because when you brought Messi to your club, you clearly showed not only is Mbappe not the center of your project, not only is not he's not above the project, but he seems to be third tier on the list of your project. Um, it seems like a strategy. It says PSG said it seems like a strategy to get a no from us to show that they have tried everything and to wait a year from Mbappe for free. Okay. Killian always promised he wouldn't leave for free on baby. PSG, Real Madrid official offers very far from what we wanted for Killian. What we wanted for Killian. Huh. Yes, it's around 160 million euros. It's less than what we paid for him in 2017. Hate that term.
Slavery.
Slavery. We have no plans to talk to Real Madrid tonight. We opened the door we never opened the door to a departure for him. People say that I want to sell and not Nasser, but me or Nasser thinks the same thing. We're on the same page, but if a player wants to leave, it's on our terms. Okay, you know what your terms are going to be? A free transfer. Yeah, that nice flex on it, because I'm sure Mbappe read this and was like, oh, okay, well, cool, man, understood. Now you went, oh, bet, all right. Cool, man. Yeah, I think that these quotes, though, there's just, I hate some of the terminology on there. And this is the funniest thing, because Leonardo was tucking all tough, and what's the last quote? Am I certain that Kylian Mbappe will not extend? I don't know how to answer. We've been working the whole summer to show our top team to Mbappe, and he just promised he wouldn't go for free. That's a fact. Bruh, let me tell you something right now. I don't know if Leonardo's trying to really defame his name, basically, like drag Mbappe's name through the mud. Because what are some of trigger words for people? Words like promise, because they touch on your core as a human, your values, right? Like promises are important to humans. Like that's part of our, since we're a baby, a child, a parent tells you, okay, promise me you'll do that. It's in our root system. So things like, oh, he obliged to this doesn't really hit hard. Oh, he said he would consider it. He said it's a good idea. You promised. Oh, dog, don't break promises now. But it's funny because if something happened vice versa, would PSG as a business keep a promise to Mbappe? No, absolutely not, because this is a business. And I'm sure Mbappe, like I said earlier, was promised that after Neymar or through the Neymar journey, this is your club. You're younger. This is your club. You're the future here. We are invested in you. Are you? Because it's not like you invested in Messi. You invested in bringing Sergio Ramos, all these people. That's where the investment seemed to come from.
Also, let's not forget. Wasn't that long ago, there was one Neymar Jr. trying to get back to Barcelona real bad.
Yeah, you're right. That was crazy.
Real bad. And even came out and admitted that he wanted to go back to Barcelona real bad.
Real bad.
But
got booed over it.
But what's the difference? When Neymar eventually came back, he's still the top priority on the team. He's still big dog.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they brought somebody in. It wasn't like PSG brought in Ronaldo and now Neymar, yeah, well, you got to take a back seat because we got this person in now. No, Neymar is trying his hardest to get the hell out of there. Barcelona, I think, couldn't afford it. But when he came back, he's still number one. In the few matches that he missed, I don't remember. But let's just say, if Neymar missed 3 matches in the beginning, Mbappe's picking up that slack. He's the big dog. But as soon as Neymar come back in that door, Neymar's big dog again. Regardless, the difference is with Mbappe, if Mbappe wants to leave, it's not like he's going to come back and take some, no, he's not, he don't have no status there. And you can only imagine, he's like, damn, what else I got to do? I'm French. I'm a winner. I've got scoring titles. What else I got to do? I pick up the slack when this cuck bum is hurt. It never played more than 20 matches in a season. What else I got to do for y'all?
He's the third leading scorer in PSG history. I'm not second. It's just like
Not
put
like
some
so,
respect on his name. Put some respect on his
yeah.
name.
So if everything I've done isn't enough to the extent that you bring in somebody who is going to be even more of a big dog over me, I gotta go. And who knows if it was actually him saying something. I mean, honestly, if I'm Real Madrid, like, okay, let's start over, Caesar. How come we've never heard about Real Madrid sending a bid for Mbappe before? They didn't send a bid last year. They didn't send a bid the year before that. If they never, because I guess you would have heard about it if this fool was out here spilling beans. If they never sent a bid for Mbappe before, it's because they saw you guys disrespect Mbappe by bringing in Messi. They're like, oh, okay, well, like, yeah, like he can't.
They probably were like, we've hold super teams before. There's no way you're not only probably able to keep Mbappe, but you're trying to keep Mbappe if you're bringing in Messi there too. Like, all right, you got to give one of those guys up, right? Like,
yeah, you must want him. Yeah, you must want Mbappe to leave if you're bringing in Messi. So Messi. Yeah, now we're gonna try.
Yeah, what Ronaldo's there? They're like, let's go ahead and just bring in Mo Salah. They'd be like, what? Why? Like,
I mean, like, I can't even imagine like Ronaldo's there. Let's bring in like I don't know. Like, I mean, nobody really is above him, like Zlatan or something.
No, but like anybody ever, just someone who is just a lot. That's like, why would you do that? Like,
yeah, like why are you gonna bring in this person?
No, we're fine. We're having Asensio run around over there. That's fine. They got Ronaldo and Benzema.
Yeah, we're not gonna bring.
Bill has one leg. That's perfect. That's fine because Ronaldo and Benzema put in 140 goals.
Yeah, we're not gonna bring in Zlatan to have like this other personality to challenge our star player. You know.
Yeah.
But obviously, PSG chose Messi and they chose money. And it's really unfortunate that this narrative is going to get painted about Mbappe being like a bad person.
Yeah.
I don't know him as a person, but him wanting to leave makes perfect sense. And I really feel more like PSG pushed him out the door. So yeah, hopefully he goes. That'll be dope. I wonder what number he'll get. Maybe he'll get no, Asensio's 11. Bale's wearing like number 18 or something like that right now. Something weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. And we'll see how they continue to paint Mbappe as some kind of snake when we know the only snake here is Neymar. And I'm just joking.
Hey man, come on, dog.
But anyway, that's true, though. Let's talk about Caesar. You saw the highlights or you saw like the clip of the Marseille versus Nice fight? Yes,
I watched the moment it spilled from the Payet going to the side of the field, getting the ball, and then the bottle thrown to the end. I saw the whole damn part. I didn't watch the whole match, but I watched that whole portion. It was like 3-minute video.
Okay, Caesar. Well, there's just a few things I want to talk about in regards to this. It was crazy. Now, granted, they were throwing stuff the entire time. Apparently the Nice Ultras, who the Nice Ultras do go hard. Like they got some serious fans down there. I know people are gonna be like, oh, it's Nice, it's the Côte d'Azur, like it's south of France. Nah, they got some goons down there. And
no one said that listeners to the show, but go ahead.
You gotta be a strong city, because if y'all don't remember that terrorist attack that happened down there, that dude drove that truck through the whole thing, and there was a lot of people that got killed. And for them to come back from that and be tough, because I seen the actually unedited videos, like the unblurred out pictures, it was pretty crazy. So Nice is a tough city. Apparently, they were throwing stuff on the pitch before the match. Steve Mandanda had to go move stuff off of his his side of the goal early on. But definitely, they were throwing stuff the entire match. I just remembered. I just remember when the Bastia fans hit Lucas with that pole.
Come on, man. Stop it, dog.
I want to try to find that clip.
Come on, man. That was actually so sad and great. That was phenomenal. French fans are just literally monsters.
Oh yeah. So, okay. So getting back to the fight. So Dimitri Payet is going to take a corner. They're throwing stuff, and like he walks away. And before that, some of the Marseille players, I'm sorry, the Nice players were trying to go to the ultras and say like, "Hey, can you chill? Can you relax?" Yeah. And like, it was really funny. Like Dante went up into the crowd to like tell him, and one of the dudes like grabbed his face and was like, but it wasn't like angry, but he was like trying to know how mad I am. And he was like, I fucking love you. I'm so upset. And it was like crazy, like, damn, dog.
Like this is just like Bahia.
Yeah, like literally, I'm like, damn, dog. Like this is intense for this guy. But yeah, so
it was. I actually really enjoyed the footage. I don't know. It was something very barbaric about it, and it was just funny seeing like the players and talking. It was fun seeing your boy Guendouzi in the front lines. It was great seeing Nice's coach walk right up to them, apologize to the guy that was like hurt from the stampede. It was just funny, dude. It was like watching like a zoo fall apart.
So what's his name? Payet goes to take the corner, and somebody throws a full water bottle at him. Bang, hits him. I guess he tried to fall down and try to do all that, but then he was like, "Nah, actually, I'm actually upset."
He has 2 buns. He's wearing 2 buns on his head. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and then so he threw a bottle back. Somebody threw a bottle again, and then he threw a bottle back, and them fools came down that damn thing.
It's a throw ball, get on crib.
And you know, Guendouzi,
they came down to press that line like Julius Peppers. They pressed that line,
and the first person I seen run up was Guendouzi. He ran straight over there. He
made a beeline. He's tall as hell too. He's like way taller than everybody. I was like, God damn, big dog, no.
Fearless little Moroccan.
You know, he done thrown so many times down his life. You know, he done scrapped before. Guendouzi definitely has scrapped.
You definitely got a short temper. But okay, now the Marseille players were going at it with the fans. Mm-hmm. But I saw one dude for Marseille getting it cracking with one of the Nice players, damn near choked him out, and he's probably gonna get suspended for it. Gerson in the cut, like okay, because like if you're watching, you're gonna be looking over at Payet and Guendouzi with the fans, but like underneath that, Gerson ran up and I think it was who's the guy that Nice has it, Todibo or Saliba, one of them. Todibo. He got him all up in his neck and gave him a good little neck.
Fake Brazilian. Oh.
He got him one time, and they were kind of going at it. And Gerson was trying to get him real bad too, but then he couldn't really get him after that. But he got him one good time though, and they're probably gonna see it and be like, "Yeah, he's probably."
Gerson's like, "I played in Italy. You think I ain't seen some shit before?"
Like I think because I don't know what I think Todibo might have been trying to pull somebody or something like that, and Gerson wasn't having it. But you know, nothing too crazy happened. Like there wasn't like no super scrap. I was kind of thinking like, damn, they must have like really got it cracking. It didn't really happen that much. It was funny, the announcer talking about where's the security? I'm like, dog, it's a bunch of old dudes, like they can't stop them, you know.
Dog, you didn't see the millions of yellow shirts that pull up. You can't stop a bunch of young drunk fans. Exactly. The best is seeing Sampoli going crazy. That was so funny. I'm like, dog, you have a problem.
Oh, Sampoli's literally insane. Like he's crazy.
He's chilling. He's down to go crazy, dog.
He was doing too much. But what the thing that I thought was cool actually was Nice's the team owner came down, and he was the one that calmed down the ultras, and it was kind of dope to see like him actually like talking to those ultra dudes. Like I seen some dude with a tattoo right here and right here. And
they had their arm around his shoulder, and they're explaining to him their frustration, like talking. They're pointing to the guy that got hurt. He walks over there with security, holds the guy's hand on the ground, sees if he's okay, walks away. People are tapping in, people are booing. He's just walking through. I'm like, damn, that's real gutter, dog. Like, you're a real mafia boss.
Yes,
Damn.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm like,
you might be running, you might be paying some of these members, dog.
I'm like, I wonder if he's like,
I'm not snitching. I'm not snitching on the show.
I wonder if he's either that connected or if he's like the boss of the boss of them.
You know what he was doing? Good job. We was about to get smoked. Nice job, y'all. Good job. Good job. Like, I'll see y'all for the PSG match. Make sure y'all go nuts again.
Yeah, like I'm like, damn, is he like that about it or like that cool, or is he just like the boss of the gang?
I mean, I know that they've talked about how like for some of those ultras, there's a lot of like really important fan meetup stuff they do, and it's not just like fan meetup. Like they'll go to like these board things and stuff like that, and a lot of the ultras are part of it because they pay like that membership or whatever, so they're part of the big things. Like there's a big announcement, they probably seen this guy so much, probably does Q&As after, so it's that kind of like face around him. We don't really know that because out here we don't have that kind of relationship with ownership in America with sports in general. That's not really how it goes down over here, but I'm sure like the closest thing I can think of is like someone like Magic Johnson, right? Like when he was like a team owner, like that's someone people feel is pretty approachable. Like he's you feel like you could approach him and talk to him if he's like walking through a crowd, right? Like,
yeah, you wouldn't press Magic Johnson.
No, and you wouldn't be like, who is that? Like they know who that guy is. They're like, yeah, he's coming out here to talk. So I was like, who is this? Like, oh damn, that's the owner. Where'd Patrick Vieira go or whatever? What was the remember he used to be the coach? And he's like, I didn't see Patrick Vieira in the cut like that. Damn.
They were probably, that's the boss. Shut up, that's the boss. But apparently they were saying Nice does a lot of stuff in the community, but I feel like probably the owner runs drugs with the ultras.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know.
People do drugs in France, and
hey man, I don't know. Bam made a kind of an accusation right there. I'm not sure what the owner does.
Look, Nice is,
I don't know about nothing about no running.
Nice is a port city. They're probably getting it in. You know what I'm saying?
Running.
Right across the Mediterranean. They probably get them.
All his ops could be running. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. But yeah, the fight looked crazier than it was.
It wasn't like terrible. It was like
it wasn't that crazy. Oh, and also I'm sure that guy that got hurt, he was probably hurt from the own people crushing him.
Yeah, I honestly think he got trampled.
Yeah, probably. But I do want to say this. There's an angle to this. Caesar. I watched that. It's wild, whatever. It looks like it would be fun to be part of that ultras crowd. You know what I'm saying? If we were there, like, yo, dog, let's go. Like, dog, let's go.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I'm wearing this bandana too, and I'm flying down there. I'm like, oh wait, is that Payet?
I'm just gonna try to talk like Guendouzi, dog, yo, dog, I love you, dude.
Don't swing on me. Yo, hold on.
No, I actually like you.
Go down there and take your shirt off as a Guendouzi jersey. Let's go.
But
it would be kind of fun running around, and then I want to be the dudes that run down there and be like, oh shit, I'm on the pitch. Then you start running back. Okay, let's get out.
there were some of those too.
Yeah, the people that went down there were like, oh, I'm here. Okay, I'm back out now. I'm backing out.
Yeah. I think that the way that I saw it talked about in some of the media, oh, it's a shame on Ligue 1. They're acting like this and like that. I'm like, You know where another part of the world where like the fans are really passionate and goes crazy? South America. And the way that they characterize those fans is, they're really passionate. They take the football serious down there, And I'm like, well, how come they're passionate in South America, but these people are like barbarians? Do you not expect French fans to act like that? Do you think that, they're supposed to be sophisticated? They're not supposed to act like that. Like, no. Europe and people in Europe are ratchet and ridiculous too. Don't be trying to act like, the people in South America, they're really passionate. That's why they go crazy in the stands and do stuff. But if they do it in France, oh my God, I can't believe that. No, they're the same too.
Yeah, the colonizers can be ratchet too.
They are the most ratchet. What the hell?
Yeah, I thought it was just, to be fair, I thought it was a good clip. It was just fun to watch. I didn't think it was like, I didn't gather from that going, oh God, like, ew, like fix your rapport. I think it's worse to hear monkey chants than that.
I mean, yeah, I'm
So
joking. Yeah,
if
of
people
course.
want to get passionate, it's fine. Like Bam doesn't think so, but people want to get passionate on the field, that's fine. People want to go nuts, that's fine. But like when you start like attacking someone based on their skin color, that's like more egregious to me than people just getting upset like at a bottle thrown. Like bottle thrown, like yeah, man. What is that? Like I said, like Payet should know, like, and you know how a mob is a group of people. Like, it's not like it's one-on-one. Someone throw a bottle, you can go ahead and swing back. You're throwing back a bottle into a horde of humans. So I just don't. Yeah, I no.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't like that racist kind of. I didn't like that racist connotation there. After that fight, but I do wish me and you were in them stands over there because I would have been like, "Dog, you trying to go?" And we
I'd be like, I'm going. I'm like, grab your shirt. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'd be like, "Dog, put your mask on," so they don't know who it is.
Like,
even if we were in official capacity, like, "Dog, you trying to go down?"
I mean, Bam was at the Seattle Sounders playoff game trying to swing at the LA Galaxy match. He was so down for a little swing.
Okay, well, that's a bit much. I wasn't trying to swing at anybody, but I was down to start a fight, though.
Okay, you were down to start an altercation.
Oh yeah, because it could have got on Sports Center and MLS could have got turned up.
Yeah, I would have been mad. I was just been left with my collar, my shirt all ripped up.
That'd have been fun.
It would have been a good time. I probably just took my shirt off.
I mean, it's not like anybody's gonna get hurt, dude. Like
no.
like
Damn, what if like what if we started something and then like I'm just looking, I just got dropped right there on that.
I'm gonna laugh at you.
What if I'm on TV and they put me in a clip? Are you stuck up with my dog or what?
Caesar, like I said before,
if you started the altercation at a soccer event, Caesar, and someone's swinging, I get like this.
Okay, look, Caesar, like I said the other day.
That's on TV.
Like I said the other day, if you get knocked out in real life, that's fine. If you get knocked out on TV, it's gonna be tough to come back.
So you start the fight and at the Home Depot Center, and I'm on the ground like this.
You should have been watching your back, homie.
I wake up. You stop. You leave the WhatsApp group. Is that what happens?
No. If I see it on TV, I might be like, ooh. But if I seen it right then, I'm just gonna help you out. But on TV, I'm gonna be like, ooh, damn dog.
Well, you're better than me. Anyways, go. If I see you something like that, I'm going to jail, dog. That's what's happening.
No, I'm saying in real life, I'm gonna take care of it. But once I see it on TV, I gotta look at you. Revisit it. I gotta look at you different. I gotta see it on TV.
Fair. I just make like a Tinder account for you and put that as your profile picture. I'm that guy.
But yeah, it's crazy out here, but it's fun though. We made a podcast episode 200. I said 2000, 217. Let's hope
to God it's not. We're gonna go to 2000.
Let's definitely hope not. Episode 217. Stick around on Twitch. We'll talk about some random stuff.
Come hang out with us a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'll tell Caesar what happened recently with Draco the Ruler.
Twitch.tv/We Made It Seas. Also, new Vita episode 3 is up on the YouTube channel. Also, We Made It Seas. Check it out.
Mona, I need you to go subscribe to We Made It Seas on YouTube. And use every single YouTube account that you have to subscribe to it. Because
hit up your cousins and tell them to subscribe.
Yeah, because you're a gamer. So I know you got at least 4 different Gmail accounts, which got 4 YouTube accounts. Sergio probably got like 18 different Gmail accounts. Sergio, I need you to go on every single one and get it cracking. Mm-hmm. All right. We Made a Podcast episode 217 holler.